Very good afternoon, and indeed the Safer Seasons launch has been launched in the Eastern Cape. Well, the aim is to make sure that the provincial government and the police create a safer and conducive environment for both tourists and residents of the province as a lead up to the festive season. But to talk to us more about that, I'm joined by the Safety and Liaison MEC, MEC, thank you so much for your time. Perhaps to have a safer environment, you would need police visibility in all areas of the province, and to achieve that, you need to have vehicles, you need to have personnel on the ground. Are you ready for that? Do you have enough resources to deal with the festive season?
Yes, the province is more than ready for the festive season and beyond the festive season. We've started by build-ups. We started last week. All senior officers were doing road checks, were doing parades, were very operational in all the areas, especially the PCM area, but will be extending now to other areas of the province. We are bringing in additional vehicles, 50 of those vehicles, which will strengthen our operations. All our law enforcement officers have joined the program, which is led by South African Police Services. We started now because we want to go towards December and beyond December.
And it's one thing to add more vehicles and have vehicles more in the province, but to have a maintenance plan for when these vehicles break down, because a number of them are standing in garages. Do you have a plan? Because the last time we spoke with you, we had a problem of the centralized order of maintaining these vehicles. Do you have a plan of making sure that as you get in these vehicles in numbers, there's also a plan to maintain them?
Remember, we've also procured mobile mechanical vehicles, mechanics which are moving around with mechanics. Whenever there is a challenge, the call center will be informed and those will be dispatched to address the issues, which might be minor repairs. However, we are ready for anything which can occur during the festive season.
Lastly, MEC, a number of these crimes occur because there's a high use of alcohol, especially during these times. How are you going to deal with that people are safer even in these areas?
We want to warn everybody. We want to warn those who are having unlicensed taverns and shippings. We are going to close them and take the liquor. That's what we are going to do. Also, for those who are using their vehicles, we want to inform them that they must drink their liquor within the premises of any liquor outlets. Drunken driving won't be accepted. I want to also say those who are visiting Buhlanti, they must do their work. They must braai within the premises of Buhlanti, not on the road.
MEC, thank you so much for your time. MEC we're right there saying that they are ready for the festive season and to actually make sure that they cap the number of criminal activities that often take place during this time across the province. One of the other issues is that in rural areas that there are elderly people who live alone, and they're saying they are ready for that. We also spoke to the Premier, Oscar Buya Mthetho, who says criminal acts in the province do not only affect those who are affected by these crimes, those who are victims by these crimes, but they also are threatening the GDP of the province. And so they are here to try and make sure that they create that safer environment, not only for residents, but also for investors, because they are on a drive to make sure that they lure in investors in the province, so as to change the outlook of the province, as this is one of the poorest provinces in the country. So this is a joint operation that is aimed at making sure that not only residents are safe, but also investors are able to come and invest, and a number of tourists that will be coming to the province during these December holidays leading up to next year. We'll just to see then how they plan on dealing with the number of vehicles that are standing in garages in the province, because a number of police stations are complaining that there are not enough vehicles, and you'd understand that the province is a very rural province, and distances between the police stations and communities is something that is an issue when it comes to proper policing and making sure that police not only take those statements and only produce that safer environments, but are able to, on its much urgent manner, to come and attend to calls and complaints made by communities. But as you heard, that the MEC is saying that they've secured mobile mechanics to make sure that vehicles that have broken down, they're able to fix with speed and they're able to go in and out in the breadth of the province. That's it from the Eastern Cape. We'll be keeping you up to date, and especially as we lead to the festive and looking into those operations in the beaches, in the malls, and across the province at large. Back to you in studio.